What if everything you've been told about anti-aging is backwards, not missing, just misplaced? Because the real reason your skin wrinkles, your joints stiffen, and your body slows down might not be about age at all. It might be about what you're not feeding your body. While most people chase expensive creams and treatments that barely scratch the surface, your body is quietly waiting for something much simpler, the raw materials to rebuild itself from within. And here's the twist. Those materials aren't rare, exotic, or expensive. They're already sitting in everyday foods, just completely overlooked. In this video, we're going to break down 20 powerful foods that directly support collagen, the protein responsible for firm skin, flexible joints, and structural strength throughout your body. Some of these are well known. Others, almost no one in the West is using them correctly. And by the time we reach the end, you'll see aging in a completely different way. Not as something to fight, but something you can actively influence. If you enjoy learning how real food transforms your body, you might find yourself coming back to Verdant Harvest. And if that's the kind of content you value, feel free to subscribe and share it with someone who'd benefit too. Now let's start where collagen truly begins. If your body is going to rebuild collagen, it needs more than intention. It needs physical ingredients it can actually use. And while many foods support the process indirectly, a few stand out because they deliver collagen or its core components straight into your system. Let's start with the foundation. Number 20. Bone broth. When bones are gently simmered over long periods, something transformative happens. The rigid structure inside those bones begins to soften and dissolve, releasing gelatin along with key amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These aren't random nutrients. They are the exact structural pieces your body assembles into new collagen. But what makes bone broth uniquely powerful is its complexity. It doesn't just provide protein fragments. It brings along minerals like calcium and magnesium, plus compounds that support the gut lining and joint lubrication. This combination makes it one of the few foods that supports multiple systems tied to aging at the same time. Now shift to something much smaller, but equally impressive. Number 19, sardines. These tiny fish are one of the rare foods where you consume the entire structure, skin, bones, and connective tissue. That means you're not just getting nutrients, you're getting whole, intact collagen from a marine source. And there's another advantage. Sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help calm inflammation. That matters because inflammation is one of the main forces that quietly breaks down collagen over time. So while sardines help you build, they also help you preserve what you already have. Next, something incredibly simple. Number 18. Egg whites. They don't contain collagen themselves, but they are loaded with proline, one of the most important amino acids required to build it. Think of proline as a core structural element. Without enough of it, your body can't properly form the strong, flexible fibers that keep skin firm and joints resilient. And because eggs are so accessible, they become one of the easiest ways to consistently supply this building material. Now let's address a part of food that's been misunderstood for years. Number 17. Chicken skin and connective tissue. For a long time, people removed these parts in the name of clean eating. But in doing so, they were discarding one of the richest natural sources of collagen, especially type 2 collagen, which is deeply connected to joint health. The softer, gelatinous parts around joints, when cooked properly, become highly usable by the body. These traditional cuts weren't just filler, they were functional. And we have, number 16, salmon, specifically the skin. While most people focus on the pink flesh, the skin is where a concentrated amount of marine collagen lives. This form of collagen is known for being highly absorbable, meaning your body can recognize and utilize it efficiently. At the same time, salmon provides omega-3 fats that act as a protective layer, reducing the stresses that accelerate collagen loss. So when you combine these foods, something important happens. You're no longer relying on guesswork or surface-level solutions. You're giving your body everything it physically needs to rebuild strength, elasticity, and structure from within. But here's where it gets interesting. Even with all these raw materials available, your body still won't fully activate collagen production on its own. There's a missing switch, and once you understand what flips it on, everything starts to work together. You could be eating the cleanest diet, loading up on protein, even including collagen-rich foods every day, and still not seeing results. Because collagen production doesn't just depend on what you eat, it depends on whether your body can actually use what you eat. This is where most people unknowingly fall short. The missing link? Vitamin C. This single nutrient acts like a biochemical switch. Without it, your body cannot convert raw amino acids into the stable, functional collagen that gives your skin elasticity and your joints resilience. Inside your body, collagen formation is a step-by-step process, and one of the most critical steps involves transforming basic amino acids into their usable forms, specifically into hydroxyproline and hydroxylysine. These are the compounds that give collagen its strength and structure. But here's the catch. That transformation simply doesn't happen without vitamin C. So even if your diet is full of collagen-building proteins, a lack of vitamin C quietly shuts the entire system down. This is why, number 15, citrus fruits matter so much. Oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruits don't provide collagen directly, but they enable your body to assemble it properly. They turn scattered raw materials into something structured and functional. But citrus is just the entry point. There's a far more potent source that has been used for centuries in traditional wellness systems. Number 14, amla, also known as Indian gooseberry. What makes amla exceptional isn't just its high vitamin C content, it's how well that vitamin C holds up. Unlike many foods where vitamin C breaks down quickly with heat or storage, amla retains its potency even when dried or powdered. That means it delivers a reliable, concentrated dose that consistently fuels collagen production. And then comes a fruit that almost feels unreal in comparison. Number 13, acerola cherry. This small, bright fruit contains vitamin C levels that completely overshadow most common sources. In some cases, it delivers dozens of times more than an orange, making it one of the most concentrated natural sources available. What does that mean for your body? It means your collagen-producing system isn't just supported, it's fully supplied, removing one of the biggest bottlenecks in the entire process. But activation alone isn't enough, because even if your body is producing collagen efficiently, it still needs to build it correctly and keep it intact. That's where number 12, garlic, plays a surprisingly powerful role. Garlic is rich in sulfur, a mineral that helps form the crosslinks between collagen fibers. These crosslinks are what give collagen its durability, its ability to stretch without breaking. Without enough sulfur, collagen may still form, but it won't be as strong or resilient. Garlic also contains natural compounds that help regulate enzymes responsible for collagen breakdown. So while your body is building new collagen, garlic helps slow the rate at which it's being destroyed. Then we have one of the most consistent elements in every longevity-focused diet. Number 11, leafy greens. Spinach, kale, and similar greens do more than provide vitamin C. They contain chlorophyll and protective plant compounds that may support collagen production at the cellular level. At the same time, they act as a defense system, helping shield your skin from environmental stresses like UV exposure and oxidative damage. So now, something important has shifted. You're no longer just supplying raw materials. You've activated the system that turns those materials into real, functional collagen, while also strengthening and stabilizing the structure being built. But even now, there's a challenge most people don't account for, because no matter how efficiently your body produces collagen, it's still being broken down every single day. So the real question becomes, how do you protect what you've worked so hard to build? That's where we're heading next. Here's the part almost nobody talks about, and it's the reason many people feel like nothing is working. Even if your body is producing collagen, even if you're eating all the right foods, you could still be losing it just as fast, because collagen isn't static. It's constantly being broken down by forces you're exposed to every single day. Sunlight triggers internal damage at the cellular level. Chronic inflammation quietly accelerates tissue breakdown. Spikes in blood sugar lead to glycation, a process that stiffens and weakens collagen fibers. And oxidative stress from pollution, stress, and metabolism itself, chips away at your skin's structural integrity. So if you're only focused on building collagen without protecting it, you're essentially trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. This is where the protective foods come in, and they are just as important as the builders. Let's start with one of the most powerful groups, number 10, berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. These aren't just colorful fruits. They're loaded with anthocyanins, natural compounds that act like a shield against oxidative damage. These compounds neutralize free radicals before they can attack collagen fibers. And beyond that, they help calm inflammatory pathways that would otherwise activate enzymes responsible for breaking collagen down. In simple terms, berries help you hold on to what you've built. Next, we move to something small but incredibly important. Number 09, pumpkin seeds. They're one of the most reliable food sources of zinc, a mineral your body depends on to run collagen-producing enzymes properly. Without enough zinc, collagen production doesn't stop completely. It just becomes inefficient and incomplete. The structure forms, but it lacks strength and stability. Now pair that with number 08, cashews, which bring in copper. Copper plays a different role. It helps bind collagen fibers together through a process called cross-linking. This is what transforms loose protein strands into a firm, resilient network. Without copper, collagen may exist, but it won't hold its shape under stress. Then we come to one of the most underrated foods for skin protection, number 07, avocados. They're rich in vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that specifically protects cell membranes, the outer layer of your skin cells. When these membranes are damaged, cells can't function properly, and collagen production slows down. Avocados also provide healthy fats that improve the absorption of nutrients like carotenoids and vitamins from other foods. So when you combine them with salads or vegetables, you're actually increasing the effectiveness of everything else on your plate. This is where number 06, tomatoes, especially when cooked, become incredibly valuable. They contain lycopene, a compound that helps reduce the internal damage caused by UV radiation. While it doesn't replace sunscreen, it adds a layer of defense from within, helping reduce the stress that triggers collagen breakdown. And then there's a surprising upgrade. Number 05, red bell peppers. Most people associate vitamin C with oranges, but red bell peppers actually contain significantly more. On top of that, they provide beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, a key nutrient for skin renewal. This combination supports both collagen production and the regeneration of the skin that surrounds it. Finally, we have something that operates on an entirely different level. Number 04, seaweed. Unlike most foods that either build or protect collagen, seaweed may actually stimulate the cells responsible for producing it. Compounds found in seaweed have been shown to support fibroblast activity, the very cells that create collagen in your skin. At the same time, seaweed provides iodine, which supports thyroid function, and your thyroid plays a major role in regulating skin health, hydration, and cellular turnover. So when you step back and look at this stage, something becomes clear. You're no longer just building collagen, you're defending it, stabilizing it, and preserving it against the forces trying to break it down. And that's what turns short-term results into long-term change. But even now, there's one final layer most people never fully address, a layer that ties everything together and determines whether this entire system actually works at its full potential. And that's exactly where we're going next. By now, you've seen how collagen is built, activated, and protected. But there's one final piece that determines whether all of this actually works together or falls short. And that comes down to precision nutrition. Because collagen production isn't just about eating healthy, it's about giving your body the exact nutrients, in the right forms, at the right time. So every step in the process can function without interruption. This is where certain foods stand out. Not because they do one thing well, but because they bring multiple critical elements together in a single source. Let's start with one of the most powerful examples. Number 03, oysters. Oysters are incredibly dense in zinc, far more than most foods people eat regularly. And zinc isn't optional in collagen production. It's required for the enzymes that actually build and repair collagen fibers. But oysters don't stop there. They also provide copper, which helps strengthen collagen through cross-linking. They deliver high-quality protein, supplying amino acids like glycine and proline. And they contain additional nutrients like selenium and vitamin B12 that support overall cellular function. So instead of relying on multiple foods to cover different roles, oysters act like a complete package, supporting the entire collagen system in one serving. Now let's move to something far more accessible. Number 02, beans and legumes, black beans, lentils, chickpeas. These foods play a foundational role, especially for those who don't rely heavily on animal products. Their key contribution is lysine, an amino acid that is absolutely essential for collagen formation. While glycine and proline often get most of the attention, lysine is just as important. It helps form the collagen chain and supports the chemical modifications that stabilize it. Without enough lysine, your body may begin the process, but it won't complete it efficiently. This becomes especially important in diets that rely heavily on grains, which tend to be lower in lysine. Adding legumes balances that gap and ensures your collagen-building system has the full amino acid profile it needs. And then we arrive at the most direct form of all. Number 01, gelatin. This is where everything comes full circle. Gelatin is what you get when collagen is broken down through heat. It's essentially pre-processed collagen, making it easier for your digestive system to handle and absorb. But what makes gelatin truly unique isn't just its structure. It's how your body responds to it. When you consume gelatin, your body breaks it down into smaller peptide chains. Some of these peptides contain hydroxyproline, a key component of collagen. And here's the interesting part. These peptides don't just sit there waiting to be used. They appear to act as signals, communicating with your cells, particularly fibroblasts, and encouraging them to increase collagen production. So instead of just supplying raw materials, gelatin may actually help trigger the production process itself. That means you're not only feeding the system, you're telling it to work harder and more efficiently. And this is where everything connects. When you combine direct sources like bone broth, fish, and gelatin, activators like vitamin C-rich foods, protectors like antioxidants and healthy fats, and precision nutrients like zinc, copper, and lysine, you're no longer taking isolated steps. You're building a complete integrated system, one that supports collagen from creation to activation to protection to long-term stability. And that's the difference most people never realize. They focus on one piece, one supplement, one food, one solution. But your body doesn't work that way. It works as a network. And when that network is fully supported, something powerful happens. Your skin begins to reflect it. Your joints begin to feel it. And your body starts functioning the way it was designed to in the first place. Now, the question isn't whether collagen matters. It's whether you're finally giving your body everything it needs to use it. If this shifted your perspective even a little, tell me, which food surprised you the most? Your comment might help someone else too. And if you want more real science-backed nutrition, consider subscribing and sharing, because the most powerful upgrade you can make is already on your plate. If you skip this video, you'll miss simple plants that can literally double your poultry profits. The video on your screen right now. Click it now, before it's too late.